So, look, in terms of absenteeism, the increase over the last few weeks has been well under 5%. So it's between 4 and 5% in our schools, which is excellent. There are a couple of communities where that is a bit higher, and we're working with those communities. So essentially, look, schools in the Cairns region are quite different in situation to schools, say, in the metropolitan areas. It's important for parents to remember that our children come to schools on dedicated bus services, so dedicated school transport services mostly. There are some who come on public transport, but not many. So they're either in the family car or a dedicated school bus service. And we have cleaning regimes in our schools have stepped up. The cleaning regimes of the bus services have stepped up. So in terms of getting to and from school and at school, there is certainly a much increased focus on the hygiene and keeping sickness out of our schools.
Yeah, so any kind of illness at all, don't go to school.
That's exactly right. So we've advised both staff, we've provided emergency leave for staff, and we're advising families, if your child is sick, don't go to school, because currently, in terms of how children get to school and what happens when they're at school, they are very safe places. Now, in terms of some children who have immunodeficiencies and some of our staff who are in the same situation, we make special arrangements and are making special arrangements for those people. So they're very safe places. We're not like Sydney and Melbourne, where thousands of children are on public transport every day going to and from school.
Yeah, okay. So, and how are issues around anxiety being handled at the moment, Bill?
So we have teams of counsellors, and we also are putting information on our Facebook pages, our websites, to assist families and carers to work with their students around anxiety, and also our teachers and our school communities.
And from the teacher perspective, Bill Dixon, are you preparing for the likelihood of increased absenteeism from staff because they might have to self-isolate?
Yes. So in the near future, and we expect the advice from health authorities is that this will peak in Queensland in late May, and I think that is the time when we might see some different actions in terms of the way schools operate. If we get to the stage where we don't have enough staff and we can't operate schools, well, then we'll be treating it differently. But we're not expecting that to happen until well into term 2. So if we close schools now, children could be out of schools for 3 or 4 months, and that's not going to be good for society. In Italy, they closed schools too early, and all the children went to their grandparents, and we've seen what's happened in Italy.
Yeah, Bill, we have.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of the school community as a whole, are there opportunities for those who are more secure to provide support to others who aren't?
Yeah, so our school communities and our parent bodies are all stepping up in terms of establishing food banks and also meal assistance to families. We're also providing significant fee concessions to those families in our community who have been out of work for a long time. And we'll be working with those families to ensure that their education remains affordable.
Bill Dixon, again, just repeat, so going online is the best place for people to get the latest up-to-date information?
Yeah, so each of our school websites, our website has a link with all the latest information directly to One Point of Truth, and we also have a Cairns Catholic Education Emergency Facebook page, which has all of this information on it as well.